we were helped in the boats. We walked out in knee-deep water to the boat. Were helped into the boats by these kind young men who were volunteers. Then went across the area that looked like an ocean, but I think it was just about a quarter of a mile of lots of water through over the soccer field and over the road. And at the other end of our boat trip, then was our daughter Alice waiting to take us over to her house. And we walked in the water again and got out, and were pleased to be on the other side of the problem.
In Alice's house, there's several bathrooms, but we had access to the downstairs bathroom where we had a temporary bedroom. So I was in there one day and I slipped and fell, which fractured 3 of the vertebrae of my spinal column. From there, I was taken to
St. Thomas.
St. Thomas Hospital, and we have been undergoing physical therapy, occupational therapy, since that time.
Max has.
Well,
I've been just along with him.
You've been the fetcher and toter and
right.
driver of the car.
Well, the prediction is that we will be back in the house maybe August or September. We trust that will happen. It may not. But everything had to be, the floors had to be taken out, the wall board, the sheetrock from the floor up to about 4 feet had to come out. All the appliances and all the doors and everything pretty back to sort of a skeleton. And since then it's been drying, and we know it's important to have it dry very thoroughly. And they now think that it has reached that point and will begin building back, we hope, in the next week. We came to Bowling Green in 1961 when Max came to teach at Western Kentucky University. And from when we first came, there was no Unitarians that we knew of in Bowling Green. So we started asking around or inquiring and discussing a fellowship. In 1961, we began meeting a small group of actually 2 families, 2 other families other than our family, and one single professor at Western. Started meeting and began to grow enough so that we started the fellowship at that time in 61, and during the year of 62, early in 62, we started meeting in earnest. And that church too has had flood damage, not the main church, but just this year they have been building a new educational building and sanctuary, and perhaps that's wrong, it's just educational building. And that building has been damaged, so, and we understand that they have received some help from the UUA there, which is greatly appreciated and needed. I think any relief to flood victims is certainly welcome, and whatever can be done for those in the church who have suffered, and the Bowling Green Church also certainly would be appreciated and needed, and the board and ministers are very interested in helping, and we certainly appreciate it, and know the others do too.